Yeah, how you guys doing today? I'm Manga King, and today we'll be doing my Kagurabachi read along chapter 39, named Surpass. Okay, so last chapter we pretty much were going hand to hand with the family leader. We ended it with the family was just going off. They're still trying to sell the weapons and people, but our people were able to get some of the weapons out and stuff like that. Let me open the app. Chapter 39. So I was right. So you see the people outside, and we see a car coming through, and it looks okay. It's the informant and the two kids, Izama and Charles. I think the guy name is Izama, but I'm not sure. Anyways, the informant said those must be the people who were for the auction. Wait here, I'll go check. Charles said, "Is your big sister there?" And the other kid's like, "Oh yeah, that's right. This kid is the one who was coming here fighting all the gang members, trying to see if his sisters are here. I think his name is Izama. I'm pretty sure." Okay. I think his sister's the only one that didn't get to teleported yet. Last chapter. We see the main character thinking to himself, his strength is defense. If I want to save them first, how tragic. This the family head saying, how tragic. You were putting all your efforts into freeing my precious merchandise. The main character responds to that by saying, "Don't worry, starting today, this is a fight to the death." He responded by saying, "Well, one of you is already at your limit." It looks like he was talking about Hakuri. Hakuri's thinking to himself, "My head splitting. Transporting takes accelerated toll. Yet my father were able to march Shiro speed and even mount an attack. Connecting one mind to suspect is incredible hard. If you undo it, you fry your brain." Okay, so this is just explaining to us that Hakuri is not used to using his abilities, because it should be natural, because this is first time using any of his ability, and he's just woken up two of his ability at the same day. So of course it's gonna be bleeding and everything. Alright, let's get back to the story. The family head's like, you won't surpass me now. Listen, countless ancestors dedicated their life to the Rakuzushi, and today the Rakuzushi is at the zenith within the auction of two enchanted blades. And these are the people of the auction. So we're going back and forth in the dimension and in the auction. So the people in the auction, the enchanted blade, the auction is early. The Shinushi, they move it up in the proceedings. It's the fake family head thinking to himself, the blast must gather everybody on edge, now go wild. This the government members saying they're going for it. Even under these circumstances, these people are saying. The other guy responds, "Well, I get it. The auction of an enchanted blade is once in a lifetime thing. But this could get cut short at any moment. The merchandise has been projected the whole time, but just in a little while ago, the auctioneer was also replaced by a projector. What then? Where's the real thing? Beats me, but Hayuku hasn't reported about Shiro captured. If he's creating the image of sorcerer while being somewhere else, probably engaged in battle, he must be pushing himself to the limit. And on top of that, he hasn't let anyone intrude on this stage. It's time I put a stop to your nonsense." Oh, okay. No, we went back to the fight. Okay. We went back to the main character and the family head. The main character said, "So do you get emotional, but you won't even grieve your own son's death?" Oh damn, that's tough. He's basically saying, okay, you're getting emotional about your abilities, but your sons are dying. He responds by saying, the Rakuzushi isn't over. It's pointless to grieve now. They did their duty. Mine is to continue. And Shiro gets mad, so you call yourself a father? He responds by saying, "Father, I don't know what your criteria are, but you're wrong to measure me by them. I am the head of the Suzumi clan." And he dropped no, I don't know if he dropped Shiro, but he's just trying to attack him with the ground again. And he thinks to himself, if you're nowhere to stand, your fancy speed is meaningless. So he's trying to take the base off, so he has a problem trying to attack him. Shiro close. Shiro disappears somewhere. The family's like, he dodged it. Okay, so Shiro just disappear. He's running. He's thinking to himself, I'm running out of steam from the battles and that Kuro speed. I don't want to speed too much, but still thinking to himself, this is my space. He wasn't bluffing about that. Okay, so he's thinking to himself about what he said. Now the family head's thinking to himself, you want to get close? But I can't afford to fool around either. We still got Haku on the ground. And I think this is the family head saying this. He said Haku is useless at this point. In other words, he can't use that trump card. I'll finish him via blast. The main character say Kuro shred. The family head did to stuff. Little goldfish, you gather up the extra ones. You just see slashes going to the family head. Cutting through the ground. Multiple slashes attack at once, but they won't reach me. Oh wow, that's smart. So he threw all those slashes, and at the same time threw a sword through the rocks. But the family head was able to hit her with his own sword, because I guess he summoned the swords. The family head thinks to himself he can't get close enough, so he threw Entei. It's all for nothing gamble, but too bad. What? I guess he was able to throw a bunch of grenades next to the main character too, and exploding. Man, this ability is lethal the way he's using it. Hopefully one day Haku is able to learn this. And one more thing, he mentioned earlier about not having the same standard as the main character about what's a good father, which I kind of agree with him a little bit. I understand people are more towards feeling feelings for kids, but I understand him saying that I'm the leader of a clan. My responsibility is more towards the clan than being more emotional about my kids, which I understand, because once you start having, like, imagine those kings that was having 200 kids. They're not going to be emotional about every single kid. They have to think about the family first too. So I get his point of view, but I get people are not going to like it, but I kind of like it. It's realistic for a family head of a clan. Anyways, let's go back. After the explosion, he's thinking to himself, your best would have been believing the Haku. Oh, okay, so he's thinking what the main character said to him, which he's probably regretting not believing in Haku. Oh, and then you just see the main character pop out behind him. This is cool as hell. He's thinking to himself, you surpassed my imagination so many times, transporting. Okay, so when he threw the sword earlier, he used that to teleport. That's amazing. This time I'm on to you. I win. What the? Oh, okay, so I get it. The one that was behind him trying to attack him, I think this is Haku, using that same projector of himself, of the main character, like how the family head is using the projector of himself at the auction, trying to sell the swords right now. So Haku was able to fool him. You see, the family head said preview, and where's the real one? And we see Shiro in the air trying to kill him. And Shiro and Haku's like, do it. So I guess this is the last. Oh, never mind. This is the last one. I turned the page way too quick. You just see him cut through the family head. Damn, this is a good fight though. I like this family head. He thinks a lot when he's fighting. Hopefully Haku can get to his level one day. He's a very smart fighter. And he wasn't, I won't say he wasn't strong, but imagine Haku with two abilities that he has, and if he fights like his father. Well, anyways, we got this cool panel of the main character just behind him with blood splashing across his body. and we just have all this flashbacks. Dad, yes, I've decided I'm gonna become a leader who surpass you. And him responding, "Oh, is that so? Well then." I think this is his flashback or Hakui's. No, it's his. And he's thinking to himself, "I expected great things of you." And he just had the ground surrounding him. I don't know if he's about to commit suicide or what's he doing. The main character's like below the floor. What on earth? You just see him on the ground, him bleeding out. Thinking to himself, a fatal wound. Very soon I will die today, but the Rakuzushi will proceed. Okay, so he's still trying to do his job and sell the Rakuzushi. I mean, not the Rakuzushi. He's still trying to sell the sword before he dies. We go back to the government guys saying that Shanty Blades are limited by their internal contract. If the point of the box is for double protection in case if the master die, the other Shanty Blades should have the same thing, right? The reason they weren't, this is just a guess, but maybe the Shushi power is so great the internal contract isn't enough to limit it. Proceed. So this blade that he's trying to sell, they keep talking about how great it is. So I'm assuming he's gonna succeed in selling it, but I think he's gonna sell it to the our main faction. I forgot what the name is, but the enemy of the government. I forgot what their group name is, but I think he's gonna sell it to the bad guys because this sword is so great, and he's probably gonna sell it to the leader of the bad guys. So I think that's what's gonna happen. But anyways, this is the end of the chapter. I give this a 10 out of 10 just because I love how people think through their actions when they're fighting. To me, Kagurabachi is like Death Note for fighting manga. Like the way they think through fights beforehand is so smart. But anyways, that's a good chapter. 10 out of 10. Comment down below what I can improve on. And manga family, we are out.